You know, tracking allows us to do two things. It allows us to know that we are in charge. We are in charge of how we manage symptoms, and the symptoms don't control us. It also allows us to create objective data about where the symptoms are and their intensity over time.
Throughout the cancer, especially in the first 6 months for me, 6 treatments anyways, I had a lot of heavy, harder drugs, and they made a lot of things like neuropathy and different things bad happen, nausea. And so due to that, I lost a lot of weight. And my daughter made some charts for me on the computer where I was able to keep track of my nausea, diarrhea, and all the bad things that come with cancer. But due to that, then I could see at the end of the month, is it getting better? Is it bad? Is it worse? And then I could report those things to my doctors, and then I could tap into my phone and share those in an appointment when I needed to recall how many times a month did you have this or whatever. But anyways, it helped me on my bad days of anxiety because I could look back and realize, hey, you know what? You're doing better. It's getting better. Now you're eating again, and now you're gaining some weight again or whatever. And I think that those kind of things would be good advice for somebody starting out, is try to track your health and watch it as it goes along, and it helps you as well with test results too.
One of the things that often occurs with cancer patients is it feels like day in and day out we're experiencing the same symptom, and then we feel beaten down. We feel that we've lost our power to rise above the symptom. And when we put these things on paper and when we grade or rate the degree of the symptoms that we have, we can create differentiation between day in and day out. We can also track the days in chemotherapy that are better than other days. So we can begin to plan a life beyond the visits to the cancer center. We can begin to understand what are the times of the day that are better than others. When should I capture the best hours of the day? So it allows us to be in charge, not the symptom.
And I am really not a big journal person. I really didn't want to write down how much diarrhea I had one day or how much I cried or whatever. Until just recently, what I did is I just made a freehand calendar and a smiley faces for a day where I'm not sick to my stomach and I'm getting by. A star means I'm doing really good. And I started to do it because I started to see a routine or a pattern with my particular chemo and the side effects that I was having. They weren't really long lasting. According to Google and my sister-in-law's had breast cancer twice and bone cancer. And my routine or whatever was a little bit different. So I thought, oh, I need to pay attention. So for example, today, my mouth feels like metal. My tongue feels swollen. I feel like I'm not speaking properly. And I'm a little bit tired and I am not hungry at all. So I looked back on the last month and went, oh, okay. So if we're on track, then I got 2 more days of this. And then I'll start putting stars and smiley faces back on, because that's just my little way of not giving up.